Welcome, Pick Three at a Glance family, first time viewers. What we have here is the Pick Three at a Glance amazing tracking system that's easy to learn. I can teach anybody how to do it in 30 minutes. It's new because you don't have the tic-tac-toes, the root sums, the grids, the mirrors, and multiple different rundowns. All you have is 22 numbers. You do the 1-1 rundown on 22 numbers. With those 22 numbers, with the 1-1 rundown, you have all 1,000 numbers under combinations in those 22 columns. So when you find your numbers and you set the numbers that you're looking at playing, you don't have to ever guess why you're playing your numbers because you can track every one of those 1,000 numbers. And far as I know, there's no other strategy like this out here. I've started June of last year, and I've looked everywhere on YouTube, and I'm the only one with this strategy, and it works. You're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. You never have to guess what number it is. And here it is. I do Missouri Evening Draw, and I use Missouri Evening Draw as a template. All right? And because I live in Missouri, and I only do evenings in Missouri, but you can do evenings or midday, whichever you choose to track. If you're in a state that you want to track all 4 draws, you can do it, but I would suggest you get one down, one of them down, track it, get comfortable with it, then go to another one, so you don't burn up a lot of money. Or either play on paper before you really invest. But once you see how the 1,000 numbers actually work for you to hit, then you'll feel more comfortable playing the Pick 3. Pick 3 is trackable, teachable, and doable because it's only 1,000 numbers, and you can track those 1,000 numbers with the Pick 3 at a glance system. You have Pick 4, you got 1 in 10,000 odds. You got Pick 5, 1 in 100,000 odds. There's no way you're going to track those numbers with a paper system or strategy like I have here. So you have this 404 came in Missouri Evening Draw, August 17, 2023. Now, in the 1-1 rundown, now if you're not familiar with the 1-1 rundown, it's a simple and easy to use rundown. It's like 1 + 1 = 2. Can't get no simpler than that. So what you want to do, you add 1 to each one of the numbers that came in, which is the 4, the 0, and the 4. All right? So what you're doing is you're going to say 1 to 4 is 5, 5 to 6, 1 to 6 is 7, 1 to 7 is 8, 1 to 8 is 9, 1 to 9 is 10, but you don't use the 1, you use the 0. In lottery math, they call it. Then you just really, 1 to 0 is 1, 1 to 1 is 2, 1 to 2 is 3, 1 to 3 is 4. Same number at the bottom, same number at the top, you add it correctly. Basically, all you're doing is saying, okay, 0, then you count down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you know the 1 to the 9 is 10, but you just use 0. Same number at the top as at the bottom, you add it correctly. Then the same way here. 1 to 4, and you just count straight down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When you get to a 9, you just go 0, then you count 1. Start over with 1, 2, 3, 4. Same number top, same number bottom. Okay? So what we have here is called base numbers. These are the 22 numbers that we have, base numbers that makes up the Pick 3 at a glance sheet here. And these 22 numbers with the 1-1 rundown on them gives you all the 1,000 numbers and their possible combinations, okay? And these base numbers here will always be, whatever number comes in, winning number comes in, and you do the 1-1 rundown on them, one of these base numbers will always be in the rundown if it's a single or if it's a double. And those single numbers, you do the 1-1 rundown on it. You can do this right now. Practice it today. Just write these 22 numbers down. Do the 1-1 rundown on them. You got this master sheet, and just do what I'm doing here. So you got 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 3, 0, 1, 4, 0, 1, 5, 0, 1, 6, 0, 1, 7, 0, 1, 8, 0, 2, 4, 0, 2, 5, 0, 2, 6, 0, 2, 7, 0, 3, 7. That's the 12 single base numbers, singles. Then the doubles, and doubles are any 3 numbers with 2 like numbers on it in it, like 001, 002, 003, 004, 005, 000, triple zeros rather, 011, 022, 033, and 044. And you can see that this 044 is one of the base number, but it came in as 404. All right? So by it being one of the base numbers, basically when you get to the column here and you see what column it's under, and the 404 is under column 10, I think you can see it, which I'm going to take this board down. It's column 10 is right here. So what you do, you're going to always have one of the base numbers is 404, but under column 10, it's going to show as 044. It's going to show as 044. And by it being the base number, if you circle or you want to check it, you just check it off. Okay? Like that. Bam, you're done. That way you'll always know as you go whatever number came off of whatever column. And by this working by the law of averages, you always, what you're doing is you want to mark off all the numbers from January to present that have come out, and the ones that are not played is the ones you want to look at, start playing off the columns, because you're working with the law average. All these numbers have to rotate. Like the 012, they'll have to change positions. Like, let me show you here. Right here. Like that. Oops. I have to do something back. Do this again here. Put this back up. Okay. Let me make sure you can see. I'm the cameraman and everything working this here right now. Numbers change the position. Like this double can come three ways. All right? It comes 044, 404, and 440. If it's a single, it has to come 6 ways. Okay? Changing positions. And that's what you're looking for when you, on the master sheet, here, this 012 can come 6 different ways, but doubles only come 3 different ways. That's why at a glance, you can see all 1,000 numbers. Because in this column here, you're not just looking at 10 numbers, you're looking at 60 numbers, because each one of these numbers can come 6 different ways. All right. So the way you get the 1,000 numbers off this master sheet, you got 12 numbers, which are the base numbers here, which I just called out to you. And you got 12 of them, and it's 12 times 60 gives you 720. Okay, yeah. You can see it. Gives you 720 numbers at a glance off of each column you're looking at. Then the doubles can come 3 different ways. So you got 10. You're not just looking at 10 numbers. You got to realize you're looking at 30 numbers at a glance. So you got 9 of them, because triples only come one way. So you got 9 times 30 give you 270 numbers. And the triples only come in one way, which is 10 numbers. Because with the 720, the 270, that'll give you 990 numbers, plus the 10 give you your 1,000 numbers. 1,000 odds, all on the master sheet. When you do the 22 numbers to the 1-1 rundown, you have my master sheet. This is a new strategy. You'll always know where those numbers are falling from at a glance when they come in. No guesswork. Okay? Beauty of this here is that all these numbers are in numerical order. You're not going to get that with a tic-tac-toe. You're not going to get that with a day sum. You're not going to get that with the grid system. None of those systems are going to arrange those numbers in a numerical order where you can logically improve, have a skill set, because you're going to develop a skill set in your own state, tracking your own numbers to what those numbers are actually doing in your state, just like I do in St. Louis, Missouri. I know what all those numbers are doing and how they falling. But you're still working with the law average. You got 1 in 1,000 odds. If you played a different number every day for 365 days out of the year, you still got 635 numbers. You ain't gonna have no idea what's going on with them unless you tracking them on a master sheet or something similar to this, to track the actual numbers and see what they're actually doing. Reason what makes this powerful, these columns, you'll always know what column. If you track it, this sheet here you're going to do every month. You'll make a sheet out every month. And by doing that, you'll always know when a column ain't hit in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, maybe 4 months. So when you do hit, as you're building a bucket list off the numbers that you know are coming, haven't failed, and when you do hit, you'll always know where to get your numbers. You'll always know if this column ain't failed in 4 months, and you'll always be able to track what numbers ain't failed off that column. You won't be guessing. You'll be looking at the actual numbers off of each one of these columns. Every one of those 1,000 numbers out of each one of those columns. There's nothing out there like this. This here I developed out of 30 years. 30 years back, I'd had this sheet. Okay? This is I'm the real deal of Pick 3 at a glance. I'm the originator of Pick 3 at a glance. Okay? And I can't nobody beat me explaining it neither, I guarantee you. Because I'm the one originated. So this here, not bragging, just facts. I'm just telling you, and I win. And I just put up some videos of what I'm winning. I really don't like doing it, but it is what it is for people to understand that this strategy works. You don't have to guess. Once you track these numbers down and break them down and see that you're only going to get a third of any of those 1,000 numbers in a whole year, and you should be looking to play the numbers that are left, because those numbers working with the law averages 9 out of 10 are the ones that's going to show up. And with Pick 3 at a glance, you can track the front pair, the back pair, the single pair, and the single digit with my strategy and my system. But I'm working on getting everybody used to the master sheet for right now. But I got 1,000 videos, and you can probably just YouTube Pick 3 at a glance, front pair, back pair, or anything you want to know is on my channel. I put up I started this channel in June of 2022. And with a year, I got over 1,000 videos that I put up. Okay? And you can ask me any questions. Preferably you send it to the email, momoneyterry@gmail.com. Again, momoneyterry@gmail.com. If I'm not answering you on those comments, just shoot me an email or repeat the comment, because I normally try to make it my business to respond to any emails, because I want everybody to be bigger and better winners. Win big, that's what I say. And the only way, in my head, you're going to win big is you tracking the actual 1,000 numbers and know at all times what they're doing. I don't care what system you use. If you ain't tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, how you going to win? And then already you're at a disadvantage, because you're only going to get a third of any 10 numbers that come off of any of them columns. But at least you'll know when a column haven't hit, and at least you'll know what numbers are due off that column. Now, another beautiful thing about this, every one of these numbers are lined up, columns rather, are lined up where they opposite each other, or they mirror each other. And you're going to hear a lot, if you're starting to play Pick 3, work with my sheet starting out. Don't try to invest a lot of money if you're very, very new, and just make this sheet up. You can handwrite the sheet. I started it with a handwritten sheet. There wasn't no computers when I started, or that I know how to use anyway. So I did a longhand sheet just like this, one sheet of paper. And then you can make copies of the one sheet of paper you make, so you don't have to keep making, doing a longhand every time. That's what I did. Okay. So you got mirrors. And that's all you're going to have to worry about with pick three at a glance. That's all you're going to ever have to understand with the pick three at a glance strategy. Now, if you know the tic-tac-toe, the date sums, the grids, the root sums, and all that, this will help enhance that, but it won't take its place because it can't. Because it ain't going to show you all the 1,000 numbers. It can't do it. It ain't going to do it. All it's going to do is show you maybe 10 or 15 different numbers that's not going to be in no numerical order for you to have an understanding of why you even playing the number. It just ain't going to do it. It can't do it. It ain't set up for it. Okay. I'm finna explain to you about mirrors. What it is, say you got a number line here. And say you got, on those 1,000 numbers, you got triple zeros to 499. And then on the bottom, you got 500 to 999. Okay? Let's say you play 0, 1, 2, and the lottery plays 5, 6, 7. They just played the opposite number of what you played. Reason being, a 0 mirrors a 5 mirrors a 0. A 1 mirrors a 6 mirrors a 1. A 7 mirrors a 2 mirrors a 7 mirrors a 2. 8 mirrors a 3 mirrors a 8 mirrors a 3. A 4 mirrors a 9 mirrors a 4. In other words, you just said they're the opposite numbers of each other. The 00, triple zeros to the 499, any numbers in between that, to the 500 to the 999, any numbers between that, they opposite of each other. So if you play 2, 3, 4, and the Lord played 7, 8, 9, they just played the exact opposite number of what you played. Okay? Let's say they played 1, 2, 3, all right? And you played 1, 2, 3, and they played 6, 7, 8. Just the opposite number of what you played. Any combination of any combination. I already said 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So and that's why I say this is so beautifully made to me. I call this my masterpiece. My Picasso is a sheet that you won't go wrong with. You can't go wrong with it if you track it, and it's easy to catch up on if you ain't tracked for a couple of days. All you got to do is look at the couple of days, find the number, find the column, and you call back up. And you ain't got to do a lot of tic-tac-toe, date sum, grids, flips, mirrors, and all that different stuff. All you got to do is do this one here. Now, 0, 1, 2 in each column. 0, 1, 2, the mirror it is 5, 6, 7, right? A 0 opposite 5, 5 opposite 0, 1 opposite 6, 6 opposite 1, 2 opposite 7, 7 opposite 2, or opposite of mirror each other. Okay? At a glance, you'll always know that. Now, another good thing about that, by tracking the columns, if you got a column here ain't failed in 4 days, 4 months, or basically 4 months. That's about as much as I see a column go. It can go 5 months, but 4 months, you own it. That's how this is probably going to get. If you see a column ain't failed in 4 months, and you want to find out what numbers, when you hit, you want to find out what numbers didn't fall off that column, then your numbers play. Especially as 0, 1, 2, and it's opposite 5, 6, 7 didn't fall. You definitely want to play those two for a while. After that 4 months or 3 months, I look at them. Usually 6 months, not 6 months, 62 months, I look at it. And the third month, I'm on it. So when I hit, I'm going to them 2 and 3 month columns to pick my numbers off of. Now, also, this 1, 2, 3, and then 6, 7, 8 ain't failed. You definitely want to play all 4 of those. You want to play the 0, 1, 2, the 1, 2, 3, and the 4, 5, 6. I'm sorry, not the 4, 5, 6. You want to play the 0, 1, 2, the 1, 2, 3. You want to play the 5, 6, 7, and the 6, 7, 8. Because they mirror or opposite each other. This here will show you actually what's going on in your state with your numbers. Okay, nothing else do it. You ain't got to go nowhere to nobody if you're tracking these numbers with this picture at a glance sheet and strategy. You don't have to. If you're doing And I don't, I don't put up numbers for people to play. I'm giving you a system to learn the system. And if you want some personal counseling, I have, you can call me and I have rates. First call, you can call me for free, but the timing is going to be on my time schedule, how long I'll talk with you about the pick three at a glance strategy. Then after that, I have different rates for how long we'll talk with my personal counselor. But that's about as far and as good as it get. As far as my strategy, I feel it ain't going to get no better. I do decent with this. So, excuse me. Let's see. I think I got it pretty well covered. But yeah, this is the master sheet. Go through the videos. You'll see that how to do the front pairs, back pairs, single digits. Put some in the comment for anything you need to know. Email me or call me. In the comments, I think I have my phone number in there and in the descriptions. Or yeah, in my description, my phone number. Let's see. I think I covered everything for today. And I'll be putting up videos, so hit that bell, subscribe. So what I might be saying something different on the next video that I might think of that I might have missed to mention on this video. But it's not going to be too much different because it's not that complicated. Like I say, I can explain any of this in 30 minutes. And once you got it, only thing you need to do is put in the work. You got to put the wood in before you get the fire out. So once you get that done and get it down, you're going to be good to go. Because you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers in your state. You don't have to go nowhere to nobody. Because they ain't going to get it no better than you get it. Because that's what they got as a tracking system. So if you ain't tracking, you playing a loser's game. I don't care what you use, the tic-tac-toe, the date sums, the root sums, the grids, any other method they got out there. If you ain't tracking it for yourself, you playing a loser's game. Because you ain't going to never know why you won and how you won. And that's a terrible thing to be in, to win and not know how you won and what you won and where you're going to get your next number to play from, to win from. Because you might see that the next number going to actually hit the next day from your tracking your own numbers in your own state. It ain't this difficult. Everybody putting up numbers, they doing the same thing. They got to have some kind of tracking system where they tracking the actual 1,000 numbers and see what they doing. And I doubt if they tracking all 53 states. Not no one person. They ain't got that type of time or equipment, I would think. It wouldn't be worth their while. But you got it. You can track all 1,000 on one sheet of paper. I just showed you. All right, family, let me get off this soapbox, I guess they call it. I think that's what they call it. But I ain't wishing nobody no luck. Because it ain't luck with pick three at a glance. It's knowing. Okay? I ain't gonna even say luck to nobody. Because I know it ain't luck when I win. Because I know where I get my numbers from every time I play. And if my number don't come, I ain't worried. Because I'm tracking it and I know it's going to come. And then when I do miss a number, I tell myself, as long as I'm in this game, it ain't going to be the first number I missed and it sure ain't going to be the last one. Because I ain't going nowhere with coming to pick three at a glance. Or pick three. I ain't playing the rest of them. So, all right, family, I'm getting on this soapbox again. So, everybody, play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless.